Hello and welcome to World of Tanks with Trapsikis. We're looking at another one of my clanmates today, 3A61A. However, I have no idea what that name means, so if you feel like it, drop me a comment if you have any ideas of what it might mean. No spoilers please, I would like to see some ideas first. Okay, so today's video is not really about the gameplay, it's about what not to do in the comments. Obviously everyone knows the rule, if it's not game related you shouldn't put it in the comments, but a lot of people ignore this, if you want to call it flaming or insulting or trolling or whatever you want to call it. People tend to be very aggressive and angry in chat, and I'm not trying to teach you manners, I'm not trying to teach you to be a decent person, I'm trying to help you to be a better tanker, to be a better player in World of Tanks, and if you go around insulting teammates unnecessarily, they won't help you. It's as simple as that. So by being a troll, you're reducing your win chances. As simple as that. Okay, so this AMX 5100 is top tier heavy, and the enemy team doesn't have any artillery pieces. So while this is a strange position to take up, where you'll usually find a tank destroyer, it's not that unusual. And considering that he has a very good gun, you can see why he's taken up the TD position. Another reason obviously being that the friendly TDs are all on the opposite side of the map. So he's unspotted as yet, so he can move forward and take a couple of shots at this Indian Panzer. Landing both very well, and before taking any return fire he moves back. However, he's still spotted and moves out, and manages to bounce a shot from the enemy IS-6. Unfortunately, IS-6 is not spotted anymore, and on this angle it would be unsure whether he's going to penetrate or not, so he doesn't take a chance and evidently becomes unspotted or goes dark, so he can remain forward waiting for shots on other enemies. Now the reason you'll notice I've hidden the tankers' names, I don't want this to be a name and shame. I don't want to put the focus on who misbehaved. I'm just raising my opinion on why I feel flaming is a bad idea. Okay, so the enemy 416 comes out, takes a very nice shot from our friendly AMX. However, it was a low roll, and the second shot goes a bit high and doesn't hit. 2 shells remaining in this clip. Decides to place them in the enemy's T69. Both penetrating, doing a nice total of 582. Also a bit low roll, but nothing to complain about. Now on the reload, which is quite a long time on this tank, but fortunately he's hidden behind a rock and quite safe, so there is time to reload. You'll see there's quite a lot of friendly tanks, but they are pushing arguably a bit hard on this corner. They're all in one position, so it's easy for the enemies to keep their good armor turned towards them. So to push this hard this stage is maybe not a good idea. Now 3A61A moves forward to make sure that there aren't any tanks to his left, because no one is spotting the middle. Fortunately, our friendly M41 Bulldog decides to go spot the middle, and our AMX puts in a nice shot into the 8015, which unfortunately moves behind a rock, so no further shots. And the Indian Panzer, who's unspotted at the moment, puts in a nice shot into our friendly AMX. Now the friendly Emil starts with his opinion. You're not doing the team any good there. I would argue that he's already done more than fire for effect. Being a top tier heavy, you can expect a bit more than fire for effect in a game, especially a good matchup like this where there's no artillery. But there's no way you can say that he's doing nothing. Now he's got the rear of the IS-6's turret there. So unfortunately, second shot bounces. Third shot goes in. Fourth shot goes a bit low, unfortunately. And now he's using auto aim on a moving tank, so he's lucky that the last shot goes in. Now on the long reload, he's using the mobility of his tank because the armor of the AMX is arguably not the best of the tier 8s, but he does have good mobility, so he can run away while reloading. And he does something clever here. He moves towards the enemy cap circle while spotted, and when he's sure that he's gone dark, he changes direction, and in such a way that he should not be spotted while driving away. So the enemies will probably keep pushing towards the friendly cap circle to try to look for him, while he's actually on the opposite side of the map finishing his reload. And then he has the option to take long distance shots, or perhaps start cap, as you'll see a couple of the friendlies have suggested. And you'll see Shadow Killer is still insulting the friendly AMX, who's already done nearly double his hit points in damage, and is rather firmly in command of the game. Now, I'm not saying he can run in and kill all the enemies, but I am saying because we've got a friendly on cap, and 3A61A is also capping, he's, for all intents and purposes, winning the game. Especially now that there's 9 kills aside. There's not much to be said for taking the chances if you've only got a couple of seconds left on cap. So, for all intents and purposes, 3A61A won this game, and as you'll see in the post-game stats, he did the most damage on his team. However, he's receiving a lot of grief for it from the friendly tanks. And this is a very common theme with the Flamers. You'll see our Emil did a grand total of not even 300 damage, and he's the one who was targeting 3A61A, so he didn't do anything. And with the armor of an Emil 1 being top tier, you should actually be doing quite a lot of damage and bouncing a lot of damage, which he did not do. And in the personal details, you'll see, running a premium account, he did manage to make a profit, though that's not really the point. So back to teams, you'll see 3A61A was number 1 on damage, not quite number 1 on experience, but he was instrumental in winning this game, and still he received a lot of flack from somebody who did do absolutely nothing. So, Mr. Emil, if you could consider that you're actually just bothering the people who are winning when you didn't do anything, just keep your comment to yourself, or at least keep it until after the game and then share it. Thank you. And thank you for watching.